Sufi was sent to the one-loss side of the draw immediately. From there, he's won 7 consecutive matches. This, he's 140th rack of the championship.
Yeah, something special. Like every ball probably was something just building for the young man. And a touchy shot here to start. Do you come up behind the 8 trying to put the 2 on the other side of rail here? This is a difficult safety to run the cue ball, just because the 6 is kind of making for a big pocket just in case he leaves a piece of the 2.
Yeah, and the potting ability and obviously the big break Sanchez has got, his safety has really improved. Can he handle this one?
It's going to catch the point, maybe. Oh, Sufi's going to get his first opening, I think. I don't know, maybe not.
No, I think he's on this, JJ.
Oh, yeah, definitely. Now, he makes quick decisions and even quicker strokes for the most part. And he wasn't looking to see if he could get at it. He's looking to see if he can go forward with the cue ball. Yeah, authority. And you'll see many 9 balls if he gets to shoot at him. Shot with the same type of speed. I think since he hadn't got ideal, I'd probably still come above this 6 ball and not worry if I have to go into the 7. Well, he's going to play the other corner, so he had a little more angle than I thought.
Even that shot though, JJ, cue ball's finished lovely, hasn't it? You can easily overdo that or underdo it, and then you're starting to chase a funny pot. The fact the cue ball stop there was just perfect for Ruiz.
Yeah, and was that a little bit, if I don't like it, I can play a pretty handy safety. I mean, you're not really thinking like that as a top player, but you know, it's a little bit in the back of your mind.
That was class. World class, as you'd expect from the world number 1.
This looks to be good.
Yeah, really good. So both players playing exceptional to start. And you just hope the only real things we see alarming anyways are maybe some dry breaks. We're going to have some misses, some ball in hands, you figure. It's a race to 13, but if we get anything like we have in here in the start, that's all you can ask for. Got a little thinner maybe than he wanted. I mean, it's not hard, but just make a little more of a decision with the cue ball. So good at that shot right there, the timing of it, not overdoing it.
Gets a lot out of the cue ball, doesn't he, from these big angles. He's able to just get that cue ball killed on the big angle. Doesn't really decelerate through the ball, so he ends up losing the cue ball or overpowering it.
Yeah, even though it was light, it seems like all the great players, they make a lot of similar swings. And Ruiz is off and running as well.
The old break and run out, which was such an integral part of his victory over Chang Junlin.
The 3 up and drag the cue ball behind the 7. That's the shot I kind of felt like he was going to shoot.
I think he's left this, JJ. Well, maybe a jump shot.
Yeah. I think he's used his extension he has, so he's going to have to get on the move for him a little bit, which is kind of unheard of. Like this one here, the 6 is big, I think.
Mohammad Soufi with an absolute beauty. 2 out of 2 with a short stick.
Yeah, big shot here. I do think the pink plays. So one of the more difficult shots, especially for kind of a fast shooter having to roll the ball. I don't think I go too far with it.
Yeah, this is where technique is key. He hasn't got the greatest technique we've ever seen. Will it fall? No, it won't fall. It won't fall from the middle of the table.
He's going to shave it, so he wants to protect this if he doesn't get underneath the 9. That's the goal. Well, he did. He wanted to make sure he didn't leave a jump shot, I think.
Yeah, he's just sizing up his options. If he does play some sort of jump shot, he's not going to use that cue. He's just seeing what's available.
And I think he can make it.
Oh, there's a piece, is there?
Yeah, this is a tough one to judge, though. You know, you're jumping over a ball that's fairly near and to an edge of the 2. So believe it or not, easy to overcut this. Wow, 3 for 3 on the jumps.
Look at the cue ball action there. Obviously not as exaggerated as Sanchez before. Take a look at the cue ball, the way it hops up. Wow.
Yeah. Hopped on right into the equator on the cue ball, actually below it, right?
Cross bank, maybe?
Yeah, it's not sitting bad at all. Just play it high. It's just the type of angle to where it doesn't want to hang. If you play it to the high part of the pocket, you're either going to make it or it's going to double bank to the end rail. Only problem is if you make it, you're running the cue ball quite a ways away from the 5. Oh, he just went for it. But he is a really good striker. You can hear it when the tip hits the cue ball.
All the shots and the boldness to take them on.
Needs another good one here, though. And it's there. Sufi's on fire. A couple of good shots there to stay in this rack.
Yeah, really nice. Just got to make sure he doesn't overlook anything here. He's just playing the game.
This really is inspirational.
So we'll see what does he do here. A little low inside English around for the 3-9. Low right. 3 rails. That's got to slow down a little bit.
I think he's okay, JJ.
Yeah.
What a shot!
Like I said, I mean, again, not the greatest technique or something you would teach, but a very good ball striker. And ooh, wow, did he fluke it? It was running across. Oh, what a big shot in this match. And now he's left a long shot, but the 9-ball, who should have been maybe his friend a moment ago, has left a big pocket on the 3. And maybe a big moment.
Didn't foresee that.
Yeah, this level, that combination simply has to go. What's Ruiz got? What angle has he got?
Well, he may get a double kiss here. Yeah, I was about to say, it looked like he was loading up, going forward, and forward really is where you could have entertained a problem, in my opinion. Moving the 9, you could have hit the 9 again. I would have elevated there, and you don't want to do that from the end rail, but with a big pocket, I think that was the play.
Sufi's not really capitalising here. What's he done here? He might have been a little fortunate, but
I think so.
Should be nowhere near the 4-ball there.
Yeah, he should have come above it. He tried to play for the side instead of just playing a little more guaranteed above the 4. Big shot in this match early. He's got to cut this in. Similar to a 6-ball he played against Barkowski in the quarterfinals, was it?
He's used his extension, so he's only got 15 left. 15 seconds, not 15 extensions.
He's banking it.
Oh, this is not good. He's had a couple of good chances in this rack and he's sold out.
Yeah, it's the first scrappy, error-strewn rack of the match.
Don't worry about luck. Think about a medium firm at most. I like it. I like it.
Oh, what a shot from Soufi! Two-rail kick to stay at the table.
Man, just couldn't have scripted it any better with that kick shot, right?
Settle down, please.
Okay, he's going to have to keep coming with him. The cue ball's off the rail, so he can dig on the cue ball if he desires. I don't think he does anything with the 9. He doesn't have to dig on it much, so.
It was quite a high tariff shot, but he's been potting so dependably. When he misses one, it is a shock to the system.
I think it's going to be a kick and stick. He's got a little help with the 7 as well, just in case the cue ball gets away. Yeah, really hard to believe the pass down.
It was a kick, a stick, and look at this off the 6 ball. A flick, but it made no difference.
Yeah, he would have really fancied that shot. The shot was really in his favour. Is this match starting to just drift away? We said he's got to be careful. Sanchez will start to skip around the table.
Extension, please.
Yeah, and that's just experience he'll gain. We all have done it. Looked at a shot for one reason or another. We didn't like it, even though we probably should have taken it on. Okay, he's going to hope
Foul
the
shot.
4 gets tied up some kind of way. It may.
Bow in hand.
It's better going there, isn't it, than where it was.
Start the clock, please.
Yeah, and I think the 3 was maybe a hair in the way of the 2-rail kick, so he had to take on a pretty tough one going on 1 rail with the cue ball near the rail.
Extension code.
So he's going to come for a heavy angle on the 3 to try and come some 4 rails off the 3 for some kind of cut or bank on the pink 4. I like the plan. Go the right side rail, stay underneath the 3 a little bit, Carl.
Yeah, I agree, JJ.
He's looking now to get above it. That looks pretty dicey to me. I like his original plan. Coming over here, just kind of staying. Is he going to break this out?
No, he feels if he can get just over towards the side, just after the side, he can cut this ball in. So, I mean, that's okay.
No, if it's there, that's great. Just a little fooler to me. Speed's important, but can't win all these championships without great speed control, and he got the premium out of this. A little bit off the rail, even further down the rail, which is certainly going to make the 4 playable.
You expect good speed from a man nicknamed El Ferrari.
See,
oh, but he's missed.
Yeah, well, I mean, I don't want to be a hindsight person, that's for sure, but it looked like it was not the easiest thing to get in there at the 4 from that side. He could have easily got underneath the 6-7, taken on a thin cut or a cross bank.
You got to settle down here, Sufi. Settle down.
Yeah, and the thing is, he's kicked nice, right? Again, in the last match, we saw some good tactical play against a very good tactical player. Didn't hit it poorly, though. That looked like he just flat overcut it. He just barely shaved the 6.
Yeah, that was a good camera angle. That just shows you a lot of the times the table can make you look silly, but then when you have a look back, especially on these slow-mos, that was close.
Yeah, so the good thing mentally, he won't feel as bad again. Maybe a little light.
Nice kick shot, though, here for Sufi.
I think he can see it.
Oh, really?
Maybe not. Okay, he's kicking it. He's going to try and kick and stick using the 6 or coming back behind the 9. He hit it too thick, got behind it too much, and this is going to surrender a really easy starter.
Yeah, that is a bad shot. I feel like he'd have been better trying to come back towards the 9 in that instance.
But you know how it is in these big finals. We seem to see it all. He caught the 8, and what a moment in this match. If you're Sufi after 12 games trailing 7-5, and now with ball in hand, you'd love it. So if he can get out here.
Just grazed the 8 ball there, you could see. Sufi ball in hand. I'm all for Sufi playing his game and playing quick, but experience, I don't know, maybe the older man in me now, you feel like saying, just slow down a little bit. Don't do anything silly.
Yeah, and I really think it's been a couple just when he got down to pull the trigger. You know, he doesn't take a long time down, of course. So he's quick anyways, right? You can't get a whole lot quicker from there, really, as kind of what Phil was alluding to also, like on that 3-9.
Yeah, I forgot about the 3-9. That was also a big moment. He's had chances in this final. He could have been in front by a few racks, but he's still there. And it's like this position here. Yeah, the cue ball's just come okay, but everything just seems a little on the scary side.
Well, he started off playing snooker at 9 years old. That's why, of course, the snooker table's being a little taller, I believe, as a whole, especially back then. That's why we see the sidearm. That was a nice play. So the crutch, not a problem. Boy, he doesn't slow roll them, I'll tell you.
He doesn't slow roll them 9s. They're scary when you're thumping him in at that pace.
I think just maybe about a foot ahead with the cue ball, something like that. I don't think he's going to end up on the rail with the cue ball, or he shouldn't. Can he? Oh, he could cheat it. No, he's okay. He's just got to play a nice shot here. And this is, again, how you hit the pocket really will determine the speed on the cue ball.
Big shot coming up.
It's got to go a little bit.
Shy.
Got to go.
Shy, JJ. It is shy.
Yeah, it kind of stunned it more than got the run out of the cue ball. Tried to power it, and I bet he caught the 7 a little thick to the pocket. I like the cross corner kick, trying to kick it in. I like going to the side rail here versus the bottom rail. I think now's the time to just keep attacking. He's going to go here.
He could go back rail, left side of the 8 to bank it in the left center, cue ball into the 9.
Yeah, he's got a few options. I really like the cross corner, though, myself.
Yeah, I hear you.
Yeah, it's just the type of shot as a pool player you get a real good feel. Oh, how good is this? He's going to make him earn it. What a shot here from Sufi.
Trying to bide himself some time there, Phil, with a kick to the top rail.
And this is a guy who has had a injured hand, injured leg in recent years, and he's played through the pain barrier. Found it difficult to practice because the hand was so painful at one point. Everything's been against him, and yet he's kept bouncing back.
He's playing the soft safety, so he's gonna see how experienced Sufi is on the bare ball table.
Got to play safe here, right?
Dragging him behind the 9, or would you chop the 8 and go 2? I like dragging him behind the 9 myself. I get a better feel for it when the 8's that high. Now, if the 8 wasn't so close to the rail, I feel better about chopping. He may shoot. Hello. Hello.
Needs the cue ball to keep going. It needs to keep going. It's there. Sufi with a bank. His club on the 9. He gives the crowd a little wink and a smile. Why not? This match is 7-7.
He's got immense character, and he is an immense character.
Every time, and entertaining some scratches on those bottom corners. See, he gets that right spin on the ball. That's why instead of straight draw. Look at the 2-8 tie up, maybe. Did the 1 go down in the corner? I don't think so. If it didn't, FSR isn't Got the best
shot clock,
reward
please.
for ball in hand.
Yeah, I also think if he shortened the bridge a little, that
Yeah.
might make a big difference.
Yeah.
That's the third time he scratched on the break.
Well, if you put outside spin on that break and you don't catch a ball coming across the second rail, you're always spinning downward towards the bottom cushion and those bottom corner pockets. Yeah, I like this here. He's going to try and attack and get these open off the right side rail. Now, the thing is, he's got to set up fairly thick on the one, and he's got to put a little more speed into this. He can't kind of just roll off an edge. Don't come underneath this. That's where you could have a problem if you come underneath it. Like, oh, he caught the 8, but if he catches the 2 first, could have an issue. But you got to gamble in professional 9-ball pool.
Yeah, the crowd liked that one.
FSR understands the dynamic. Yes, he's won so much recently, but still fresh in his mind is when he was the underdog.
Yeah, absolutely. It's a breakout win that gets anybody's career really started, especially in 9-ball pool. I mean, a lot of sports, you know, top 10s and whatnot are very looked after, right? But 9-ball pool first is huge, especially in the world title. A little more pure rather than trying to stun twice back and forth. Oh, wow, how'd he hit it? How'd he hit it?
Those are fantastic shots. He's got the shots. Maybe he's a little loose with the cue ball, but this is the game he brings. This is why the crowd are enjoying watching him.
Yeah, this is going to get awkward again. He needs to take just a hair of time to go look at the 6 to the pocket. I love it right there. Exactly what he needs, at least in my opinion. And it's not so much, you know, going to look at the 6 behind the hole as that little time that took from him getting down on the ball a little extra fast.
I thought he would have come down the other rail there.
Yeah, most would, instead of coming across the line. Big shot. It's just not quite hitting the pocket in the middle, so the cue ball is a little off. Oh, wow. 8-8.
Into the rail, JJ. Big pocket this. Always seems easy when we're watching, but behind it, it seems scary. Oh, it's gone in clean.
That was pure. Now he's got to kind of slowly come off the 2. That way the cue ball doesn't kind of hug and lose the line. Oh, that was really nice. And I wonder, because we saw it in the last rack on a couple shots, we saw him take more time there. I wonder, see, that's what I was talking about, it losing its line. I wonder if he's going to start to take that hair of extra time here coming down the end.
Another test here. Oh, Sufi overcooked it.
Yeah. And
Did
I
he get
think,
away we want?
I don't know. I would have considered forward right there. Just, you know, anytime the ball's frozen, right? Yeah, well, it's like so many players and matches, and when you have wins, your break shot really gets you going, right? And it hasn't been there for either player as a whole. Now showing up for Ruiz, though.
Yeah, the 3 ball stops for a dead straight combo, it looks like, as well. So the mistakes of Sufi in this match, as it's starting to tell now, because the game is changing.
When Joshua Filler defeated Francisco Sanchez Ruiz in the UK Open final last year, towards the end of the match, Filler broke and ran repeatedly. Brilliant stuff. FSR would love to do the same here.
A little more room here.
Yeah, and he knows this is a massive rack, because this is the rack that will put him on the hill with a big margin as well between both himself and Sufi. That's a nice shot.
Yeah, now he's not playing the subtle speed on the cue ball for position on the 7 like he was earlier for the 4, so I think no problem here on the 6.
Cometh the hour, 3 balls away from a hat-trick of break-in runouts in the crux of the match.
I'd be shocked if he didn't. Is there enough angle to come 2 rails? Thought there was, maybe not. He likes the 2 rail position, even if speed control is really, you know, essential. He usually hits his mark pretty well.
This is nice. This is a natural follow. 2 rails, 9-ball in the bottom right corner. 4 racks will be the difference. This is a very good situation to find yourself in a world final.
But nothing is a gimme at this stage. He's a different player these days. He might have been fragile a few years back in this kind of situation. Not now. Winning is a habit.
About the combination itself.
This could be Soufi's last hope.
Uh-oh. That one was missed right from the get. Right from the get.
Now, what's Sufi got? Not a right lot, but he's back at the table.
Yeah, we haven't seen many of the thin cuts from Sufi. It's been more of the heavier
Settle
shots
down,
that have been
please.
difficult. Now not being to the table in, you know, a good 15 minutes maybe. And this is the
Session
type you
code.
can't shoot hard. Very hard to make this. It's got to be a smooth hit on the 7.
What a shot. What a shot. Back against the wall.
It's got to go as well. And that's, watch out, cross corner, cue ball, upper right.
3 tremendous pots.
And with inside English. Okay, funny little shot here. Go 1 rail. Yeah, I like that. I like that. Keep it simple. Just rely on your touch. Yeah. Never know. You know, if he has the opportunity and gets the break going like Ruiz, it's just a matter of who's going to get it done.
This is what he can do, though. He can rattle off a rack in less than a minute, Phil.
Certain racks with him take less time than it does to re-rack the balls and put them back on the table. He's back in the match. Make no mistake. Mohammad Soufi. He's still embracing this. He's still loving it.
We can see the one, but
Yeah. I wouldn't push out unless I felt like I could tie a ball up maybe. I think I'd take this on one way or another.
Extension code.
He's going to try and bank it between the 7-8 maybe and kill the cue ball in the middle of the end rail.
he's attacking this.
He's going for the long rail.
He is, because he's just looked at the cue ball. He's going for the bank into the bottom left corner.
Yeah,
It's a little wild.
he swung.
Where's it going to finish?
Nothing super easy.
It's a little wild.
Reset the
Yeah.
shot
You should be in the
clock, please.
diplomatic corps. It was very wild.
Well, as a type of bank, also the way it sat, you couldn't really make it hitting it hard. You had to kind of give it time to turn over.
I think a piece of Mohammad knew it wasn't
Extension
really
code.
there. That's why it took so long.
Yeah. But I think he's decided maybe at 12-8, I'm going to go down swinging.
Why not?
He's supposed to go ahead and take this on, cutting it in. There is a path, a few rails between the 3 and 9. And not only that, this is a shot he really excels at. I don't think he really needs any check spin and just a straight high ball. Got to hit it clean.
Sufi could have left this easier, much easier.
Oh, great shot.
Yes, and it was a favourable flick on the 9. You never know where it's going to go. Whenever you bump into a ball, you're relying on a little bit of form.
Yeah, but to play that at this moment with a hair of a light speed and a little inside spin, that's some nerve right there, and that shows you a 9-ball pool. You got to have it to win big titles. That's maybe over the 4. No, he's okay.
Perfect, JJ.
Yeah, so really, it's going to be 2 shots getting on the 4 proper to get on the 7, and if that happens, I can't see him faltering from there.
There's his second opportunity, remember, to cross that coveted line.
Yeah, but he's so solid technically, decisions-wise, and he's fallen perfect here to just slow draw a little past the side to take the cut. Don't flirt with the 9. Yeah, just like that. Everything natural from here. And they can start to cheer for FSR. Once he lands heavy on this 7, there really are no problems.
This is it, people. Pool fans, new pool fans. 3 balls to go.
The 7 was the stumbling block in rack 21. Not there. Nothing will be, surely. Mohammad Soufi concedes. You know, they say no one remembers who finishes second. They will in this championship. But let's give due credit to the best man in Whirlpool at the moment. He's on the table, and he's on top of the world in so many ways. Miles clear in the 9-ball rankings, out of sight in that regard, and now he's world 9-ball champion for the first time. David Al-Kaidi into the arena, so too his fellow countryman Delgado. Spain has a world champion in 9-ball and in 8-ball as well. Is there any stopping Francisco Sanchez Ruiz? They say nice guys don't finish first. Rubbish. Total rubbish. This guy disproves that theory entirely. What a final. What a great story from Mohammad Soufi. But in the end, the plaudits, the trophy, and $60,000 goes to Francisco Sanchez Ruiz. He's world 9-ball champion in Kielce, Poland, defeating the Syrian by 13 racks to 10.